when you're the boss man, that means you work for a lot of people.
Stuff.
Yeah,
I'm in the
exactly.
middle, and then there's a couple Brits, but the Austrians and the Germans start standing up, and then they start getting off, and then there's 10 or 15 between me, and I start getting closer. And Scott went left, and I went right, or vice versa. So I didn't have my right man help. So all of a sudden, people get off, and then people start coming on the train.
You got caught on the flow.
We noticed that.
So that's also, that's why you guys want first class when you can, right? So the bottom line was, part of the story, and I think about telling this is, I could say that I came really close to getting off the train. I really did. I came like 20 people away from getting off the train.
But you knew that you had to get off.
I did, but Johnny, you know me pretty well.
Yeah, I do.
What's the worst chance? I go to Switzerland for the afternoon?
Yeah.
So I started speaking English, and then speaking German. And then my French is much better than my German. I started speaking French, saying, Maintenant, sortez, moi, ici. It didn't work. So
We were talking about the sorties again.
these Germans, these Austrians, they were not nice. They didn't care. And one guy pushed me aside, and it was almost fisticuffs.
Like you weren't able to get off.
Well, so the people were getting off,
Yeah,
Yes,
and then
influx
they came in, and they're doing the whole curly shuffle type of thing. They did that whole thing. So it was. I mean, I was in a box cannon on. Okay, I didn't come close to getting off the thing.
I could see that.
This almost happened to me,
So-
remember?
Getting
And
off
Yeah,
is not-
there-
super anal.
So there wasn't any.
And the conductors were assertively encouraging people to board as quickly as possible to keep the timetable.
Oh yeah, they were like doing that.
Johnny, back to stereotypes. What's that stereotype about the Germans and the clocks or the trains?
I think it was the Italians.
It's the Romans.
Running
Romans.
on time.
Right, running on
On
time.
time.
Running on time. So the bottom line is, I didn't come close, and there wasn't one person with any compassion or empathy. There wasn't one Emily or Maria saying, "Hey, are you going to be okay? Did you leave your wife and like your 5 kids on the thing?"
Yeah.
Not one person was like, "Can I help? I don't." You're obviously not a native German speaker. Not one person. I just had people still going boom, boom, boom. So
So what was the next stop?
the next stop was about 25 miles west. And I got off that train, and I almost quickly got on another train. But you know the expression, 2 wrongs don't make a right?
Okay.
I realized that
Can I-
getting on, missing 2 trains in a row may not do that. So I saw Wien Bahnhof, and I'm like, I could be just dumb enough to get on the next train, and it's a bullet train, and it goes right past Sting. Okay.
Can I? I'm,
You have any questions on the
yeah,
story?
I do. So, I'm just like, this is like a geography thing. So, you went west. You kept going west, right?
Johnny, I'm
You just said that.
Yeah. So
You just said that.
Switzerland
Now-
is an adjacent country to
Okay,
Austria.
okay.
South of Germany, and it's west of here.
But you made some reference to Budapest, and I'm thinking that's kind of east. Am I right? I mean, they used to call it Eastern Europe, for instance, right?
Austria-Hungary
Yes.
Empire.
Yeah.
But that was to the east. So how, if you were going west, how did you end up on your way to Budapest?
Do you remember in E8 you taught me an expression called a red herring?
Yes,
So-
I did. I coined it actually.
You did. Okay. Yeah. Yes. So
That's been the most amazing thing about the story so far.
so when I was in a very small Austrian town, okay, the train I got on was going to Budapest, and I said, I don't know if I'm going to make it back in time for anything, but at least take a photo of that so I can at least put out there.
You did it for
that,
you
that
did
I
it for the gig.
That I did. Okay. But I was smart enough to ask an Austrian woman. I said, "Listen, I can't screw this up again. Can you confirm that the train I'm about to get on is going to stop at the next stop, which is St. Anton?" So I verified, right? Journalism, you got to verify
2 sources.
double a couple sources. Sometimes you don't do that, but you tell
Sometimes you don't. but
you tell your boss that you've
Tell your
done,
boss
you've
you-
done all the
Two.
Yeah, that's everything. It was that number. I said,
In the neighborhood of
just make sure that I'm not getting on this train and it's a bullet train to Vienna. That's not what I want. And she was very nice. She did. So I got off the train at about 10 after 1. 10 after 1. 10 after 1.
Yeah, because we were getting on that train, right?
We were 2 runs in at that point.
Wait a minute. You got off the train at 10. So, but we got off here at like.
We were
11.
More like
so we got
10:30.
the train here back instead of 10 after 1.
2
I
hours.
lost a couple hours.
Oh, so you've been here a long
Why have
time.
you been?
He has been a long time. That's what I was
I've
telling
been
you.
in the sauna. I probably got more runs than any of you guys.
See, Paul and I
Of course
figured
I
this
skied.
out.
Oh.
This is what that's
ran
why I
skates.
said.
I've been in the sauna.
You're mean to tell me that
Wow.
Yes.
I had
I
to
told-
get around today without you?
Well, listen.
We were so worried
It's a
about
big
you.
task.
I think I get the captain.
I'm sure
See,
you
he
guys.
was playing it all up. I was,
We spent
I'm.
so much time worried about you.
I know. Did any of you call my wife?
I was looking out.
To think that I could be like in Switzerland with like without my passport, without I lost my son again. Did anybody call my wife?
Where was your passport? How was that not on you?
Well, we
No, I'm just making that up. But,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, I
Well,
have
he
a-
makes a lot of things up.
Sorry, that was going to be too.
He had gender correction surgery in Switzerland.
Greetings from Kitzbühel, Austria. Alan KARL, WorldRider, checking in from this pretty cool, picturesque town. I'm in the Hamsgamen Blagengan, you like that? Gondola, which goes right into the center of town here. It's pushing 1 p.m. It's hot. The snow is getting slushy. So it's time to call it a day. Spring ski conditions fully in effect. Great to be skiing with John, Dave. Obviously, we got the Scotties and the legendary one boarder on the trip. That's Paul. It's been a great day. This is the last day of skiing for this trip. But I'll definitely come back to both Saint Anton, de Arlberg, and Kitzbühel. Here we are.